There is one specific aspect of my beard care routine that I don't believe I can talk about or emphasize enough, and it's for the reason that I know there's not enough guys doing this, and I know I use this term often, but it just fits. It is a game changer. And more importantly, sometimes you don't know the value of something until you remove it and realize how unbelievably important this is. And I'm not talking about things that we all know as just common things for beard care, such as washing your beard, using beard oil, combing your beard, and then drinking enough water, right? That's kind of like the Mount Rushmore just off the top of my head, where it's like, yeah, we know if you take beard oil out of the equation, of course we're all gonna suffer. If you don't wash your beard, you're nasty, and there's gonna be a whole bunch of consequences. We got it. All right, understood. Don't drink enough water, you're gonna be dehydrated. Got it. Don't comb, you're gonna get tangles. Got it. That's baseline. But the one area that I just cannot fathom removing for any amount of time from my routine is taking a comb. I don't care what comb. I do believe there are some better than others, but taking a quality comb in the shower and exfoliating the skin underneath your beard. And I'm going to explain a whole lot about this, but very simply put, you take a comb. I prefer carbon fiber. Don't care the brand, don't care the model. That's up to you. But carbon fiber, it's waterproof. It just has so many benefits to it. In the shower, lightly, not aggressively. Do not work the tool, let the tool work. On your face, you are simply going to rake your face with the teeth of the comb. Get in there and comb down. I like to go down through the jawline and then up underneath and then out. Watch it. Out and underneath. And for that motion, I am on the skin the entire time. And as long as I do that and I get coming up to like that jawline, I'm meeting it here and then I'm meeting it back down here, and they are just covering all of the skin. I will put a little extra emphasis on the goatee area. Exfoliate the skin underneath your beard. Now, I have just kind of a general rule. I didn't make this up. I know many of you have probably something similar. If something happens once, I notice it. If something happens twice, I acknowledge it and consider it. If something happens 3 times, that's a note to me to take action. Now, the action might be several different varieties or lanes depending on what that thing is. But I've had situations recently in the last several months, it's not like been the last couple of days, where we've stayed somewhere other than my house, whether it's been a hotel room or an Airbnb. And in those situations, I have a habit of forgetting the comb to go in the shower. Because at home, I have one of these hanging in my shower. I have one of these on my counter in the bathroom. I have one of these down here in the studio, this guy right here. And I really have the combs all over because they're that important to me. They're just amazing tools. And this in no way, shape, or form is an ad. I'm not going to say a company, nothing like that. It's just literally what I use. And I think you guys know that about me by now. But when I go on a trip, I just pack one. That would be a little bit ridiculous to pack multiple combs, and I'll be getting ready out on the counter from the shower, and then the next morning or the night happens, and I forget to bring the comb into the shower with me. Sam's not available in earshot. I'm not going to get out of the shower, so I try to just use my fingers. Or sometimes I have brought a shampoo scrubber, which are fine. I enjoy those, but it's not the same. They have a place, they have a purpose, but it's not the same as this kind of exfoliating. And when I get out of the shower, I just thoroughly realize how important it is for me to exfoliate the skin underneath my beard, right? We talk about beard products. We review beard products. I have affiliates. All of that's so important for the health of your beard, the style of your beard, the smell of your beard. But so many things are not products and are absolutely free, assuming you have the comb, that make a massive difference in the way your beard feels. And in return, if it's feeling better, if it's healthier, it's going to style better. Unbelievably important. If this resonates with you guys at all, real quick, hit a thumbs up on the video. If you're new here and you want to learn more about beards, please consider subscribing. It does mean a lot to me. Shout out to those returning subscribers. And of course, YouTube new lingo, hype the video. Hype the video. Now, to get down to kind of the details and the science, many of you know this, but what does this actually do, Dan? What are the benefits? What can I expect? Number one, let's talk about what's happening. When you exfoliate the skin, there's 2 different things that go on that are very important. Number one, you are promoting blood flow to the surface of the skin. that is delivering not only hydration, but it's also delivering nutrients and really bringing health to your beard. The more we can get blood going through the arteries to the hairs, to the follicles, the better it can be. That is a simple way to promote blood flow, is by simply raking and exfoliating skin. Love it. Also, equally as important, when you do that, I highly recommend washing afterwards because you're dislodging anything that is trapped in your pores and stuck to your sticky hair follicles. Now you're like, sticky hair follicles, have you guys ever had a hair that sticks to the shower wall and then you go to get it? What is the stickiest part? Oh, it's the little bulb at the end. Yeah, that's the follicle, right? That's a product of how our hair grows. And because of that sticky nature, it grabs onto pollutants. It grabs onto allergens and food and saliva and all these things. When you go in and exfoliate, you're physically dislodging it. Then you bring a wash in, you're washing it, the bubbles, you're clarifying it, and it gets it away. So you kind of have two great things going on at once. Here is my actual before and after differences, and I am gonna do a very detailed follow-up video. I already have a plan. I was gonna ask you guys, and then I was like, no, this is going to be a dedicated video about the little bumps. If you get in the shower and you rake your face, you probably experience a little bit of texture, a little bit of bumps. I'm gonna make a video about what those are, why they're happening, how we can treat them, what not to worry about. That's gonna come up in just a couple of weeks, maybe next week, who knows? But it'll come up soon. The biggest difference is that you can notice right away is when you start exfoliating, you're probably gonna feel some texture. You're gonna feel some bumps at the base of your hairs, small, sometimes bigger ones. Once you exfoliate and you get out of the shower, you should not really feel those. But if you're just using your hands, you're still gonna have that same texture, and it's not the worst case scenario for a beard. However, if you can do things to alleviate those bumps, such as exfoliating, it goes a long way. I really want people to listen to this video, and I wanted to make it direct. I wanted to make it dedicated. Please consider exfoliating your beard every single day. I don't use this phrase really ever. I don't know if I've ever dropped this. Trust me on this one. Trust me on this one. I only say that because I have 8 years of experience doing this and having a resume and a track record of helping people. Trust me. Bring a comb into the shower and rake your face before washing every single day. And tell me, in a matter of a week or two, your beard doesn't feel better. Tell me it's not styling better. Tell me it doesn't feel lighter and take products better and seems like maybe it's growing better. Maybe there's less tangles. Try it and then share your results. I'm unbelievably confident that if you're not doing this already, you will see positive results with your experience. To wrap this up, of course, if you're somebody that was not exfoliating at some point, you started this daily routine, what was your experience? And be honest, straight up. If you're like, Dan, I know you're not even selling anything here, but it didn't work for me, buddy. Absolutely. Now, user error is a thing. Different variations of human health is a thing. However, if it did not work for you, please share. We want a well-rounded perspective. It's got a sneaky suspicion we've had some people that it greatly made a difference, dare I say, a game changer when it comes to their beard. Cannot wait to read these ones, you guys. These videos I know really help people out, which is far beyond just the way their beard feels. It makes them a little bit more confident, makes them more active in their work meetings, better in their relationship. I'm gonna get off that, but thank you for watching. Dan C. Bearded. Please stay bearded and stay positive.